Today, we are going to look at America, Mexico, Canada, and China. Before Trump came to power, he was involved in many things. All these countries have a trade surplus with the US, meaning they are benefiting more from trade than the US. To balance this, measures were taken. Various analyses were conducted. Looking at the latest research, we first need to understand the problem and what experts are saying. One of the biggest issues in America is drug addiction. Fentanyl is a drug that is used for medical treatment, but when abused, it becomes highly dangerous. In 2020, there were 4 million cases of fentanyl misuse in America. By 2024, this number had increased to 11.5 million. Think about it, within 4 years, the number of users has increased by more than 2.5 times. This has had a severe impact on America. Drug overdoses in the country have resulted in the deaths of 100,000 people annually. The economic burden of these overdoses is estimated at $1.5 trillion. This includes treatment costs, rehabilitation, hospital expenses, and social security programs. Another major issue is methamphetamine. In the last 3 years, significant amounts of this drug have entered India. A person from Tamil Nadu was running a drug factory in Delhi, which is a similar problem to what America is facing. Many families, especially young people, are affected. China plays a significant role in this crisis. Factories in China produce raw materials that are sent to Mexico, where they are processed into tablets and then smuggled into the US. Drug cartels in Mexico are heavily involved in this trade. Unfortunately, corruption at the US border allows drugs to flow into the country, as some border guards accept bribes to let them pass. The Biden administration has not taken strong enough measures to curb this crisis. While efforts have been made to raise awareness in schools and distribute drugs like naloxone to counter overdoses, these steps have not eliminated the source of the problem. The drug cartels continue their operations, and illegal drug trafficking persists. The Golden Crescent, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iran is another major hub for opium production. Afghanistan, in particular, has been a key supplier, with Pakistan facilitating distribution. Similarly, the Golden Triangle, Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia has been a major producer of narcotics. In India, large-scale poppy cultivation was destroyed in Manipur, covering an area of 47,000 hectares. After this, tensions in Manipur escalated. The Taliban has reportedly reduced opium production by 80%, which has increased the demand for synthetic drugs. These drugs, including methamphetamine, are now being produced in China and smuggled into different countries, including the US. America cannot fully control Mexico, so the responsibility lies with the Mexican government. However, leaked documents from the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, suggest that China is deliberately fueling America's drug crisis, similar to how Britain used opium to weaken China in the past. If Trump returns to power, he has promised to take strong measures. He has stated that China should face a 10% tariff increase, while Mexico should face a 25% tariff if they do not crack down on drug trafficking. He also intends to shut down illegal factories in Los Angeles and take direct action against drug cartels. This would put significant pressure on Mexico and China. Economic sanctions could be imposed on specific Chinese pharmaceutical companies involved in the supply chain. If sanctions are enforced, these companies would be unable to operate in global markets, leading to their collapse. Another strategy involves targeting Chinese banks, freezing assets, and seizing deposits held in the Federal Reserve. In America, lawsuits play a crucial role in corporate accountability. If addiction-related lawsuits are filed against Chinese companies, they could face massive financial penalties. In Latin America, cocaine production remains a major issue, and marijuana remains a core product derived from the coca plant. However, America's focus is shifting toward the Chinese drug trade. Looking ahead, extreme economic restrictions could be imposed on China. If Chinese companies are banned, countries like India, with responsible businesses, could benefit from the resulting economic opportunities. Some may argue that Trump lacks knowledge and acts impulsively, but he is leveraging America's economic strength to tackle the drug crisis. In the end, the real question is whether the US government will take decisive action or continue to struggle with this growing problem.